Well, hello. This is Madeline from Madeline's Craft Room, and I come live every Thursday at 6:30 Pacific Time, and I am from the beautiful Vancouver Island, Canada. And tonight, can you see a theme? I found this adorable pot today. Look at it holds the plant. And it's my favorite. It's a gingerbread house. I could not resist that one. And of course, I love plants. I love house plants. So that's going to go over there because we're going to actually make a card. So if you are joining me, definitely comment and let me know that you're here, as it is so much more fun to be able to do a live with others participating with me. So let me know where you're from, or if you're catching me later on the replay or on YouTube, and you have not introduced yourself, let me know who you are and where you're from. I would love to hear from you. So, yes. So I've been to a lot of markets. This what these earrings actually were from a market several years ago that a artist makes, and then this little guy was actually from a thrift store. So Madeline loves her gingerbread. Hello, Wendy. You love gingerbread. I know. I know everything about gingerbread, including eating. Absolutely. Me too. And it's actually my son's and my favorite thing is to make gingerbread men and make gingerbread houses every year. So we have lots of fun. Oh, and there's Penny. Hello, Penny. I'm so glad you could join us too. Perfect. Well, we are going to make a card. And I don't know if you remember when the annual catalog came out, they came out with the Country Birdhouse. And of course, I absolutely loved it. Not only because of the birds, but I could see a gingerbread house. So here it is. How many months later, I'm finally going to show you the gingerbread house idea I have from the Country Bird House. So these are really cool dies. As you can see here, this one makes the bird house, and it has, and all my extra pieces, I always keep in a little envelope so that they're ready to make different cards. But there is the beautiful photopolymer stamp. And of course, it's got the birdhouse, but then the dies, and there's some missing dies, and I'm going to show you because we're going to use those. But these ones are more birdhouse related and flowers. That doesn't fit with the gingerbread house. So I'm going to put this over here for now. And I'm going to show you how we can do this. I find that the cardstock that is closest to gingerbread color, at least in my opinion, is the pecan pie. So that's what we're going to use. I guess it helps if I put the handle in the front. We're going to get my little mini out here, and we are going to cut. Now, I don't want to cut the birdhouse, but what I want to do is position the die cut. So it's just going to, oops, you can't see it. You're going to see how it just cuts off that ledge piece. So let me just put this on. So we're going to be in that situation. Put the plate number 2 on top of that again. Make sure nothing slides. And then we're going to roll that through. Sorry, it might jiggle a little bit. I have everything else cut out, but I wanted to show you how you can cut that out without making it look like a birdhouse. All right, so here we go. So has anybody else been making gingerbread men for Christmas? Here's our gingerbread house. I certainly have. We had our big stamp club last night. I have many ladies in our club, and we do it 2 separate times, but we came together and had the afternoon do their class, and then we did a potluck where everybody came together, and then we finished with the evening club. Whew, it was a busy day, but so much fun and so much good food. And yes, I had my gingerbread men. I didn't get enough time to decorate them this time, but they were delicious. If anybody is interested in my gingerbread recipe, let me know because it is kind of a unique one. My favorite one, I actually have some orange rind in it. And I just love that taste of the gingerbread with the orange. It's just very different and very special. So let me know. But yes, we are going to get cracking here. So this is our gingerbread house now. And I am going to use the regular white for the cardstock base. And then what I've got here is a piece of pecan pie, which is 5¼ by 4. And this one I did just a smidge less than that. And the reason I did that is I didn't want too much brown showing, but I just wanted to have a little bit of a border. So let's start with that. We're going to just put some adhesive on here. Which one do I use? I usually do use the white glue when I'm using the embossing folders. It does really stick really well. So let's put this real red, is what I'm using, on top of the pecan pie, our gingerbread color. So we're going to put that on there. And as you can see, the real red, and it's Debbie. Hello, Debbie. So nice you could join me. And I decided to do swirl because I think of, swirling when you're cake decorating and icing. I don't know. You could probably use another one, but that's the one that came to my mind. So that's why I have done that already. And then we are going to adhere this to the card, and then we're going to get busy and making our gingerbread. So let's put this, again, centered in there, just like that. Okay, so now we have our card base ready. So now let's bring in our gingerbread here. And the cool thing with these birdhouse dies is that you have all kinds of roof pieces. And it is beautiful for the birdhouses because I've done many where I've used the wood texture DSP and then different colors. You can just make it look so unique and so different, so many things that you can do with them. But in this case, for the gingerbread, I did one sheet in real red, and I did one sheet in in the white, basic white. And I'm going to take this here. Oh, don't show you that yet. So we've got 3 pieces, and because originally I was going to put red on top of the gingerbread house, but then I thought, no, when I decorate my houses, of course you need the snow. So, and not only that, the red would not show up very well against the real red background. So that's how come I am going to start by putting the top part of the roof on, and I am going to use our basic white for that. And they have designed it just perfectly, so you don't even have to guess where it goes. It just fits in there perfectly. And then they have this really skinny die, which I love because it gives you a third layer, which is really helpful when you're doing your different colors. And so if I can hold on, oh, I did get it on my hand. Tried not to. And you can see again how, let me just hold it up a little bit closer. Can you see how nicely they have made it so that it layers beautifully? And so that is number 2. And then this, of course, is not only great for anything, but you would love, oh, okay, I will send you the recipe, Wendy. And this, of course, just makes me think of gingerbread when I look at that piece. So let's put this on as our next layer. We're going to do a few things because when you do decorate a gingerbread house, yeah, it does take a little bit of time, and that's the fun part of it, is decorating. When I grew up, our family always did the gingerbread, and that's kind of our German heritage, is that we would make a gingerbread house from scratch every year. And those are some real special memories for me. And I've done the same with my kids. So there we have the roof, but we're not finished with the roof. Um, which one do I want to do first? Yeah, we'll come back to it. But first, I want to finish off with the roof. And of course, these are amazing. These have come in and out of availability so many different times because they are just so special. I am truly in love with these. So now the question is, do we want large? I kind of think we should go with a medium size, because what I thought is I would, because when I make a gingerbread house, I'm very particular about which candies I choose to put onto my gingerbread. And of course, peppermint just screams Christmas. So that's why I thought I would like to put these peppermints, and it just works perfect on all those little scalloped edges. So what we're going to do is we're going to just keep going on this side. Yes, and you could use the smallest ones too, but I didn't want to use the large because I wanted to still have a little bit of a white background around it. But you probably could choose, oopsie, probably choose to use the small ones as well. But this is the one I'm using here. So I'm going to hold this up so you can see it. We're going to put some more peppermints on it. But here you can see, doesn't that ever look cool? So that's the starting. Now, I took just a skinny little strip of red paper, the real red cardstock. Oops, get the right size. And I believe, just make sure I remember. Yeah, it was 1 inch by 1 1/4. And I'm going to use this for the door. But what I thought would be, and you could use it just as a rectangle, but I thought I might like to make this a oval. So let's see how my cutting skills will be to see if I can make this into not an oval, but rounded edges. I think that looks pretty good. So now we have a door. So now we're going to take, oh, actually, before I do anything else, I also have this die. Again, it came from the birdhouse dies, and it does have a hole in the middle, but I thought that's not going to be a problem with my, yeah, it does fit. Okay, so I'm going to glue both of these on here, and which is the back. So yeah, you could keep it square. There we go. And I did choose to use real red. I don't know. I just thought it would add some pop. I could have used white, but no, I'm going to use the red in this case. Now, I am going to put the window. You could make it into a wreath. Quite often when I make, and we do have some sets that have beautiful little wreaths that you could put in there. But I want to use my peppermints. So yes, there's a hole, but don't worry, because look, I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to put the peppermint in the hole. Why not? And then I'm going to take one of the little peppermints. And this is the fun part when you decorate a real gingerbread house too. Planning and just trying to figure out all these different things that you can do to make it look real. I'm going to use a little peppermint candy for the handle. Let's see what it would look like. I see I have a large one up here. Let's see if it would look okay for a window. If not, we're going to take it off. Let's have a look. It might be too small. Actually, no, I don't think so. I think it would work. So now, I mean, you could go even more crazy if you wanted. It just depends what you want to do. Let's just see what it would look like. You could take your small gingerbread or peppermint candies, and you could, let's see what it will look like. Let's see, because I want this to be very decorative. So let's try putting some candies up here. And that's the nice thing when you're decorating a gingerbread house or gingerbread cookies, same thing. You want to have lots of color and candy and fun. Makes it very cheery. There we go. It's one thing that if anybody is from our area here in Parksville, we used to do the Baptist church used to do a Bethlehem walk, which was phenomenal. It just made Christmas so special each year. And a lot of different people volunteered to bring cookies. And I decided I wanted to help, and I actually, of course, wanted to make it fun for the kids that came and the families that came. So I made, how many did I think I did 8 dozen, and of course they weren't the gingerbread men were about this size, but anyway, that was a lot of fun. But I do miss that, so we just make them now for our family. But there's our little gingerbread house. So now we're going to take this over here, and we're going to put that right on. And, I never thought of it, but we should put a Merry Christmas on there. So, what should we put? Let's have a look. We could put this. Oh, that would look nice. How about that? And that's the only thing that let's see if I got a Merry Christmas. Here, I'm twirling around in my chair. Nope. Okay, we got to get a different one. Let's get a different one. How about this one? We could use, we could do wishing you joy and happiness, or we could choose to have a Merry Christmas. I think we're going to do have a Merry Christmas. So we need, we're going to do, let's stick to the real red theme. We got real red happening here. So real red, and then I need a block. All right, here's our block. Oops, I'm knocking over lights and oh boy. Okay, so let's try this one. There we go. Nice. I'm thinking we're going to need some peppermints on this sentiment as well. Okay, I did not get that very straight, did I? Let's try. Let's try. Where did I put? Let's see if we've got another one here. If not, then we will just switch it around later. Yeah. But I just want, here's another one. No, I kind of like that long one. I like that long one, ladies. Let's have another look. Yeah, those ones are shorter. So let's put this on, and then I'll just put a few dimensionals on it so that I can change it around later. So let's get, I would only put normally 3 on anyway. So let's peel off only 2 for now. Or no, we'll peel 3. Come on. My fingers don't want to work. Okay. Oh, you didn't even. And I don't think I am going to pop my gingerbread house. I think I'm going to put the gingerbread house on there directly. We don't have mail here in Canada, unfortunately. We can't put cards in the mail right now. But if you were going to stick this in the mail, the candies already are popping, so I probably wouldn't want to have it pop too much more. Now, if it was in person, then you would be very able to just do it that way. Okay, let's put this on here like this. And then I think you would have to have, of course, wouldn't you have to have a few more peppermints? So let's see. Let's put one over here, and let's put another little guy. Yeah, that's not too bad. Just like that. So there we go. We transformed our birdhouse into a gingerbread house. Isn't that ever cute? Now, of course, there are other things that you could do when I find my birdhouse one. This one we use the die, but they also do have the stamp, and actually that would have been a very pretty thing too, is you could have put that in if you didn't want to put the peppermints, but I wanted to have the peppermints. Isn't that gorgeous? So there we have it, ladies. Kathy. Okay, thanks, Kathy. So there we go. There's our yummy gingerbread house made from a birdhouse. Isn't it fun to be thinking outside the box, eh? And then I don't know if you saw a few weeks ago, I did this one, and this one was very simple because it was just from the die cuts from the little festive paper, and that ended up being a gingerbread house kind of cookie as well, but we did the technique in the back that you can see in another past video. But anyway, this is the one we did for tonight. Yummy. I know. Makes everybody hungry now for gingerbread. So thank you, ladies, for joining me, and we will see you next week. Bye for now. Oh, and if anybody's wanting that gingerbread recipe, you let me know, and I'll be sure to send it to you. And if you look up on my website, I don't have too many classes going on right now as we are winding down for Christmas, but there will be lots of exciting stuff in the new year. So thanks for joining me, ladies. Bye for now.